What is going on, guys? Today I have a product review for you guys. Today we're going to be checking out the Ghost Pump product. I've been using this for a very long time now, and I actually used it directly before my competition. So we're going to go over what it does, why you should use it, some science behind it, and talk about some of the dosaging that's in it so that if you guys want to use a different product, you know exactly what to look for. And overall, I'm also going to give it a little bit of a review based upon taste, based upon meeting their claims and things like that. So with that being said, let's get into the video. So very important, I should start off by saying that I am not sponsored by Ghost. I wasn't given this product for free. I paid for this with my own money. So this is 100% unbiased and completely my opinion on this product as well. So this is 100% based upon my opinion and peer-reviewed research as well. So let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, what is a pump product for? So a term that you're going to see right off the bat is going to be nitric oxide matrix. Now what nitric oxide does for our body is it's a vasodilator. Let me go into some background on this, and just a heads up, there's going to be a little bit of science involved. So, blood delivers nutrients to every cell in our body. Our muscles are cells. They're actually quite large cells. One muscle cell will stretch all the way from the insertion of your muscle to the origin, so it's an incredibly long cell. So, with that being said, we need nutrients to be able to make sure that it's undergoing proper maintenance. So whenever we're working out, we're damaging those cells, and then whenever we recover, we're building them back up, and that's what adds size to our cell. Now, the term that you will hear is hypertrophy versus hyperplasia. Hyperplasia is whenever we start getting more cells added on. Hypertrophy is whenever we get an increase in size of the cell. Our muscles hypertrophy, they don't really undergo hyperplasia. Hyperplasia is more like what cancer would be whenever our body just starts making more and more cells. Our muscles are going to hypertrophy. You're going to hear that a lot whenever it comes to weight training. So why does a nitric oxide matrix help you build muscle, or how does it work? So basically, nitric oxide is a vasodilator. Vasodilators make it so that your blood vessels will increase in diameter, allowing for more blood to be delivered to your muscle. Our body instinctually knows whenever a certain cell is being used more than others, and through capillaries in the muscle opening and closing and kind of shutting off and letting more blood flow into a specific area. So whenever our blood vessels dilate, we're allowed to get more muscle or blood into the muscle. The reason that that's beneficial is it discards of waste products faster, it gets more nutrients in there, and it allows for our muscles to recover significantly faster. And one of the big things that us weightlifters love is it delivers what we call a pump. A pump is whenever you have been lifting for a while and you go and you check yourself out in the mirror and your muscles have gotten bigger instantaneously. It's not going to stay there for a very long time, but it's beneficial to us because it allows for it's delivering more blood to that muscle so that we can undergo more of our hypertrophy in our muscle. So how does this pump product deliver nitric oxide into our body? Well, interesting fact is that nitric oxide's half-life, in other words, how fast it diminishes in our body, is incredibly fast. A half-life is how long it takes for a certain chemical to decrease by 50% in the body. Nitric oxide's half-life is around half a second, if that. So nitric oxide does not spend very much time in our body. So we can't supplement in pure nitric oxide because before it gets to the muscle, it's going to be basically gone. So what we do is we go into our biochemical pathway and we find the chemicals that happen before nitric oxide, and we supplement those in so our body can break those down and get it into nitric oxide, which provides vasodilation, making our blood vessels bigger, more blood to the muscle, gives us a pump, and overall helps us build more muscle. Now, one of the primary chemicals that we use to be able to, or that's in that biochemical pathway higher up in it, is Lcitrulline. It's a non-essential amino acid, which means it's a naturally forming chemical that our body we would normally take in. So it's completely healthy to use. Lcitrulline is broken down into arginine in our blood, and arginine, further down the pathway, starts to become nitric oxide, which again gives us that pump. This product is going to have 4,000 milligrams or 4 grams of Lcitrulline. Now, me personally, I like to have a little bit higher, somewhere around 5 or 6, but I also take this in conjunction with my pre-workout, which has Lcitrulline in it as well, so that I can end up hitting that threshold of 5 or 6. In a 2018 study by Gonzalez, they recommend that you get around 6 grams of Lcitrulline to start seeing very beneficial effects out of it. Now, one thing that is important to state is that Lcitrulline is not a performance enhancing drug in any way, shape, or form, and is sports certified. In other words, you can go and still compete at, if you want to do professional baseball, football, anything like that, you are still allowed to use this because it doesn't provide a significantly unfair advantage to performance. Another thing that is important to consider whenever you're choosing a pump product is seeing if they use Lcitrulline malate. Whenever they use Lcitrulline malate, it is not digested anywhere near as well as just pure Lcitrulline. Lcitrulline in its purest form is the expensive stuff, which means it's the good stuff, and a lot of companies will skimp out and put Lcitrulline malate in there to save a buck for them, but still pass it off and charge you money, because ultimately these guys are businesses and they're there to make money. Just keep a heads up for that, because for Lcitrulline malate to be the same, or to have the same effectiveness as pure Lcitrulline, you're gonna have to dose it probably about twice as much, and you're gonna get a lot of malic acid out of that. It might give you some bad side effects. Another chemical that is in here is arginine nitrate. Arginine nitrate is another chemical in that pathway that allows for us to get that pump, to get that nitric oxide, the vasodilation, the increase in diameter of your blood vessels. This product doses it in about 2,500 milligrams, which is a great dosage, especially whenever you couple it with that Lcitrulline. Another chemical that is in this product is glycerpump. Glycerpump is a more stable form of glycerol, which our muscles use as a form of energy to continually be able to put out effort, to be able to put out work. So putting that into your workout will increase your stamina, will increase your performance and hydration of your muscles. So it's very important to get that into one of your pre-workouts or nitric oxide matrix. Now, with that being said, it's also going to make it kind of clumpy. So whenever you see these products, usually they're going to have some clumps in there, which is not a big deal. You could just break it up, and then whenever you dissolve it in water, it's going to dissolve completely perfectly. Another chemical that is in here is pine bark. Now, it's one of the smaller ones that are down at the bottom that most people will disregard, but this thing is crazy powerful. It's an herb that's been used for a very, very long time now, and actually has a lot of cardiovascular benefits, including lowering cholesterol, increasing capillary permeability. Capillary permeability is the ability for nutrients to be able to dissolve across a capillary, which is like your tiny, tiny, tiniest blood vessels that go from your blood vessel to this target cell. So whenever the permeability, or the ability to diffuse across that membrane, is increased, we can absorb those nutrients significantly better. Also, this pine bark has some vasodilation effects as well. Another portion of this product's formula is norvaline. Norvaline is an amino acid that we normally don't get in our diet, and our body normally doesn't use to make proteins. However, it does increase your stamina and increases your muscular output. So that's very good for us to be able to go in there and inflict more damage during our workouts so that we can recover better during our rest days or whenever we're not lifting. Now, one important thing to note about norvaline is it's kind of controversial right now. Some people are saying that it has neurodegenerative properties. In other words, it's starting to destroy brain cells. Other ones are showing that it's reversing Alzheimer's disease. So right now it's kind of up in the air. We do know, however, that it is increasing muscular performance, and this is in a low enough dosage that I don't personally think that it's going to be harmful in any way, shape, or form to you. Now, the last thing on this list is Astrogen. Astrogen is kind of coming out as one of the miracle supplements, just because its whole purpose is to help you absorb more nutrients faster. So this has some estrogen in it. So in other words, we can put more nutrients into the bloodstream and increase our body's ability to be able to absorb all of those nutrients, which means we get more out of these products. All right, so that's gonna wrap up all the science stuff. Let's get into some of the other things that you guys might be more interested in. For example, the taste. Now, this is the the Warhead's sour watermelon flavor, and I think it's not that bad. I'd probably rate it at about a 7 out of 10. I wouldn't go sipping it by the poolside, but it's not bad at all in any way, shape, or form. And for what you're getting with all the function that's in it, I think it's actually pretty good. Now, whenever I was at my competition, I got to try out a couple of the other flavors, including the sour green apple and the lemon lime. The sour green apple was pretty good, but I think the lemon lime was my favorite flavor personally. So if you guys get the chance to try any one of those, they are very good. I would probably put the lemon lime as like an 8 out of 10, and then the sour green apple probably a 7 out of 10. And I mean, again, I wouldn't sip these by the poolside, but they are very good for the supplement industry, because I've had some pretty disgusting supplements out there. So this isn't something that you're going to be plugging your nose and chugging. You're going to be able to enjoy it a decent amount. Now, you're probably asking, should I be using one of these? Now, guys, supplements is the cherry on top of your entire fitness journey or fitness progression. All of your nutrition needs to be in place. All of your training needs to be in place, and this is literally just the cherry on top to help you get to that next level. This right here, you aren't going to take this and all of a sudden become a huge bodybuilder, or you aren't going to shred down. Any supplement that says it's a fat loss supplement is not going to shred you up like that. There's no miracle drug. There's no shortcut out there to get you what you want. You're still going to have to go through the hard work. With that being said, this is a tool here that helps you be able to progress towards your goals, maybe in a little bit faster of a manner. And it also really helps whenever you are lifting to be able to say, hey, I know this muscle's working because you know what? It's getting significantly bigger right now. So I would highly recommend this product. I'll leave a link down in the description, and I'm not going to get any kickback from it at all. So honestly, guys, this is my 100% honest review of this. It's an incredible product. If you guys want to see more product reviews like this over specific products that you want me to go in and look at, maybe one that you're using that you don't really know anything about, I can do that. Just go ahead and leave me a comment down below and let me know what you would like to see, and I'll go ahead and analyze that and produce a video for you guys so that you can see what my opinion is on the supplement that you were using. Thank you guys so much for making it all the way to the end of this video. If you guys like that, or like the content, liked everything that I talked about, please hit that like button. If you loved it and you want to see more, hit that subscribe button down there. And like I said, leave me a comment if you guys want to see anything else in particular. With that being said, I'll see you on the next one.